Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? We have had a major earthquake, 6.9 on the Richter scale, has hit Ecuador. I repeat, a 6.9 earthquake has hit Ecuador. It hit at about 12:15 a.m. So about an hour, a little over an hour ago, a powerful, and I mean powerful earthquake has hit Ecuador. There is massive damage in the streets. Reports are just now trickling in. And most networks are saying no reports of damage. But that's insane, because I'm going to show you what just came in 15 minutes ago over on Twitter from Ecuador. Check this out, guys. Are you serious? What? Okay, massive damage. This is just one city. And reports are damage everywhere. Cities surrounding the epicenter. Obviously, somebody's hurt in the car. You can see people gathering around as the building. You see how narrow the streets are there in Ecuador. And I'm not sure which city this is. I think it's Cusinca, but I'm not positive. There's no threat of tsunami warnings because this quake was not in the water. It was actually on land. It is affected, according to the U.S. Geological Survey computer models, it affected up to 13.5 million people would have felt this earthquake. 5.1 million would have experienced a strong effects, and about 3 million would have felt a very strong shaking. That means it is in a fairly populated area, and as you can see, buildings crumbling and falling upon these cars. But now the question is, how many other buildings have collapsed and how many cities have been affected? It is obviously a problem. What? I mean, just by looking at that picture right there, you can see that people are gathering around that car there. Certainly, the bricks from the buildings next to it have fallen on top of that car. Looks like maybe one or two cars behind it as well. They're trying to get somebody out of the car. Now, the question is, what other buildings? Did any of the building structures completely collapse? I would almost guarantee they did. Now, I remember when the 6.9 earthquake hit Turkey, it was extremely shallow. I was getting on a plane in New York City to fly to Israel, and I remember I went and checked quickly within the hour, the first hour, I checked to see what reports were, and most of them were saying, we have no reports of casualties within the first hour. They always say that because they don't have any yet. But I knew. I told people, I said, I'm telling you, this is bad. Of course, I did not realize how bad it was until I got to Israel and found out that they even felt that earthquake all the way from Turkey and through Syria and all the way through Lebanon. It shook in Beirut, and it shook even all the way into Tel Aviv, Israel. And we ended up with 50,000 people dead. Now, I don't expect that type of casualty count on this one, but I do think it's a lot worse than what we're being told initially. As you can see, there's you have first responders in there, you have concerned citizens in there. Something has collapsed right on top of that white car. They're still trying to get somebody out. There's other people back there. This is just one scene in one town. And this thing affected about 5 million people, felt it strong. 3 million felt it very strong. Now you see the police step in and they stop this guy from filming, the Ecuadorian police. But this is a very serious situation. It's serious. Very serious situation in Ecuador. Our prayers are going out to these people. Please pray. Please pray for the people of Ecuador. This is a very, very serious situation there, and it's developing as we speak. It was ruled a 6.9 earthquake. Then the U.S. Geological Survey took it down to 6.7. Now they've taken it back up to 6.8. I'm going to show you right where that's at. Let's see if I can move this. If I can move this screen, I can show you right where it hit. Oh, here it is. Right there in Ecuador. Right there, the big red mark right there. Okay? And it was about 66 kilometers deep. That might be the only thing that saves this from being another earthquake of biblical proportion. Mike from the World talked about the fact that we were going to see, you see right here, U.S. Geological Survey is calling this hang on one second, they're calling this a 6.8. If I can move that, there we go. So they're calling it a 6.8 that is at 66.4 kilometers deep. But I want to thank Israel Hall for getting this information to me so that we could be prepared to show you what's going on. Now, Mike from the World was on my show Thursday night. Some of you heard him say we had the wave of energy hit the earth on March 15th, 3 days ago. And he said it's going to hit, it hit the solar system 3 days ago on March 15th. And I said, Mike, are you expecting any kind of an earthquake or volcanoes or something? He said, oh, definitely, most definitely. He said, we're not going to feel the full effects of this thing for about 94 hours. But he said, anytime between now and 94 hours, look for a major event, whether it be a massive volcanic eruption or a powerful, powerful earthquake. Well, that was Thursday night. He said that about 11 o'clock, and we have this earthquake hit us at about 12:15. So about 37 hours, we have this event. And this may not be all there is coming. There may be more earthquakes or volcano eruptions from the pressure from these waves of energy. So we're going to keep you up to speed. Stay with us here on this YouTube channel. We're not going to back down because the signs of the coming of the Lord. The Bible said there'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations. Okay? Another scripture tells us that there will be false Christ and false prophets will rise, and they'll deceive many. You'll hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there'll be famines, there will be pestilences, plagues, pandemics, diseases, and earthquakes in different places, diverse places. But these are just the beginning of sorrows. Give your life to Jesus Christ, because we are absolutely running out of time.